Hello and welcome back. Today I want to talk about four members of the parliament and what they've been up to since they got elected back in July. Last July, four independent Muslim MPs were elected in heavily Muslim seats. Their sectarian campaigns focused primarily on winning the Muslim votes, and they managed to get into the parliament. So let's have a look at what they've been up to since the general election. Adnan Hussain was one of the gang of four independent Muslim MPs who was elected in Blackburn, a safe Labour seat ever since 1945. But 47% of the constituents there are now Muslims. Adnan Hussain won with a narrow majority of only 132 seats. He would have got more if the Muslim vote wasn't split between Hussain and a candidate representing George Galloway's Workers' Party. And this is his track record since he entered the UK Parliament. Hussain has so far spoken 25 times in the Parliament. 11 of his interventions have focused on Israel or Gaza. He has campaigned for immediate recognition of a Palestinian state and the immediate cessation of all arms sales to Israel. Makes you wonder if he thinks he was elected in Gaza. Nothing about issues that relate to Britain, nothing on the cost of living rising or falling standards in services in education or in NHS. Shockat Adam was another one of the four Muslim MPs, independent Muslim MPs that was elected. He was elected in Leicester South, a seat held by the Labour Party since 1987. Leicester South is now 35% Muslim. Adam won with a narrow majority of just 979 votes, beating Labour frontbencher Jonathan Ashworth in an upset victory. Let's see his track record since he was elected. He's spoken 76 times in Parliament since he was elected. 18 of his interventions have focused on Israel or Gaza, and he's also spoken on other foreign conflicts like the coup in Bangladesh. There was one issue he spoke about which sort of related to the UK. In December, he complained that Bangladeshi migrants could not find work because of their poor English skills, claiming that this was affecting their mental health. So what do you want the Parliament to do about that? I mean, there's an easy solution to that. They should try to learn English, and then they won't have a mental health problem. He has also criticised identifying Pakistanis with grooming gangs, saying highlighting such a link demonised the Muslim community. Ayoub Khan is another one of the gang of four independent Muslim MPs. He was elected in Birmingham Perry Bar, a seat held by the Labour Party since 1974. Birmingham Perry Bar is now 43% Muslim, almost half. Adam won with a narrow majority of just 507 votes, beating Khalid Mahmood, one of the Labour Party's most prominent secular Muslim MPs. He has had 15 interventions in the Parliament. They've been on Gaza, Kashmir and Bangladesh. The one issue relating to Britain he spoke about was supporting the Sentencing Council guidelines to give lighter sentences to ethnic minorities. Last but not least is Iqbal Mohamed. He was elected in Dewsbury and Batley. Dewsbury and Batley is now 44% Muslim. Mohamed has spoken 58 times in Parliament since he was elected. 15 of his interventions have focused on Israel, Gaza or Kashmir. And back in December he defended the cousin marriage in a parliamentary debate. He described cousin marriage inbreeding as very positive overall, as something that helps to build family bonds and puts families on a more secure financial foothold. In conclusion, what we're seeing is a new trend in British politics, a very dangerous trend. MPs who were elected to serve their local constituents are focusing on foreign affairs that have little to do with the daily struggles of the British voters. These four independent Muslim MPs have spent much of their time in Parliament championing causes like Gaza, Kashmir and Bangladesh, while staying noticeably silent on issues like the cost of living crisis or the failing public services or failing education system or rising car insurances or rising crime and poor healthcare, issues that actually affect the people who elected them. And it's not just limited to them. This is the worrying thing. This shift is now beginning to influence other MPs in heavily Muslim constituencies who are now scrambling to appease the same narrow voter bases, afraid of being unseated themselves. Take Tahir Ali, for example. He was elected in Birmingham, Hall Green and Musley. He stood as a Labour candidate and the bins there are not being collected. The place is infested with refuse and litter because there's a bin strike. The stench from uncollected bins is overwhelming the residents. There could be some infectious disease breaking out anytime soon. But while Ali has been silent on Birmingham's ongoing bin strike, he's called for the introduction of laws to criminalise criticism of the Prophet Muhammad. Strange priorities for members of the UK Parliament, wouldn't you say? As usual, please don't forget to leave comments and press like, share and subscribe if you're concerned by what's been said in this video. Thanks for watching.